Yeah, it could be pretty huge having Sunny just slowly edge up into that position. You can see that Mousesports have a fairly good read as to what's going on, but will we get a fake? Will there be a double back through Pop Dog? That is something that can commonly happen, but no, it's the simple push into that B-bomb site. Oscar is in position himself, and he'll do a good amount of damage. That's a bomb on the ground, and these 1v1s will be quite difficult, especially with that flank looming in from Sunny. The more time this takes, the more dangerous Sunny gets, but he's not even necessarily required. I think Sunny heard Oscar running all the way over, but never mind. Glaive is going to cause some problems here. Gets one frag, eventually does go down, of course, but still. As mentioned, the rotation very slow into the B-bomb side. Astralis effectively outmaneuvering their opponents on the rotations. Rops, once again, will be victim of a perfect flash from Astralis, showing their tactical prowess as Dupree holds a forward position, able to close down his engagement, and looks like the rest of his teammates will do just the same. Oscar unable to really have a chance to work with the AWP in this round, which is, again, unfortunate for him. A slow start for Oscar is never going to bode well.
4 versus 3, 2 snipers still in play for the CT side, but they have not done much of anything just yet. Dupree searching. I think he's just missed this player. They will exchange some bullets, but they're both still alive. There's over a minute for Astralis, but they're losing players as Apex goes down towards E-Box. Dupree will try to reposition. There's a flank coming towards Pop Dog as well.
And, well, never mind.
What it can do this time. Dupree doing his best impression of a Chris J running into a main, but with an AWP rather than a rifle. A fast round from Astralis, perhaps. They've all bundled into A now. There is a flank coming in from Seiko, but can he get to main in time?
They're trying to wrap around the side of the bomb train, find an opening there with the UMP. Is Sunny, but he can't find anything just yet. It's going to instead be the likes of Astralis to get some damage in there. But they've actually dropped the bomb here of Mousesports. They've managed to secure it around Ali, so this is all falling apart for the Danes. Really nice defense in the end, under a lot of pressure. All those smokes and flashes flying in, but still, Mousesports hold their nerve in this one round. And now Zipex looking for damage. Spotted. That is not good. When you're 1v4, you, at the very least, you need that surprise element.
I like the grouping of bullets on the wall there, on the lower one.
Okay,
that's just nice. I needed to say that. That's like a nice little grouping. You know, depends on the angle. I guess it's like probably from a 45-degree angle. 40 seconds for Zipex. He's had his bell rung already in this round, but through the wall, so he still has a fair amount of HP. But time is ticking. He's absorbing the radiation, and he may absorb some hot lead as well.
This sound will forever make me think of Half-Life. They're playing Half-Life 1. It just will forever be that way in my mind.
How do I make a mimosa?
Champagne and orange juice.
50-50, okay. 50-50 people said. All right, I'm going to go and make another one. Bye.
Are you serious? You're actually walking away from a live broadcast to make a mode. Okay, well. I mean, okay. This is empty glass, so I suppose that is something he has to solve. Well, it's a bit unusual. Never mind. So double up continuing here for Mousesports, of course. After a previously a very successful round. And they haven't really experienced much success. I mean, the scoreline really, although it looks fairly close, this game has been marked by dominance of Astralis. And is that something that will continue? This is really a good potential turning point for Mousesports to generate some momentum into the final rounds of this the dying rounds of this first half. Rubino, first man in here for the Astralis side, covered by smokes. Molotovs onto the bomb train to further constrict these CTs, but doesn't matter. Chris J and Sunny with good vantage points there, able to do some damage. And, oh my god, Rubino gets himself a double, but the Steeko flank, that could be the difference maker in this situation. What can he find? There's one, goes for it straight away. Not waiting. And now he just has to hold. It's really up to Astralis to deal with the fact that there is this presence, this threat. And Mousesports now, all they have to think about is, all right, it's up to Astralis to plant the bomb. We can just hold safe positions for now.
Indeed. Just pay attention to the fact that Steeko is not over-committing. As long as he stays there, there is little concern for the B bomb site for the time being. Rop's taken down in A. And Oscar's still around the connector position, just in case. 20 seconds in him. They may wait for a plant to come in. Where do they do? Rubino may try to cover the Ivy position as the plant comes in from the back. No, they're trying to rotate last minute, and they'll do it. 10 seconds to plant the bomb. Zipex has to make a run for it. No, Rubino's the one carrying the bomb, and he will make it just in time. Connector plant coming in, the angle's being held, and Stico will not be ready for it.
Sort of save you in all kinds of different situations. Oh my god, speaking of which, Chris J just diving in there. Diving straight off the top of the train with a vengeance. 4 versus 3 though, as Astralis find an opening, speaking of Zipex. For me, that opening will come to a close.
Oscar will puncture Kiabi's chest, deflate him like an old football. Rubino and Zipex remain. Mousesports may make a reasonable score of this half yet. May not represent the brutality they've been subjected to. Instant trades, 1 versus 2 now. Zipex, he's not shy for these clutches. Trying to reposition with the flashes, but he will be unable to do so. And that will be round number 6 for Mousesports. What is promising for Mousesports in this situation is that Chris J already has 17 kills. He's 17 for 10 at the moment, and the T side can be his playground, although there is a big question mark as to whether Astralis will allow that. Zipex off to a good start. Had so many targets, had to hit 1, and he did. Zipex needs to do the same again. Now he's on the low ground, but he's only got 4 bullets remaining. Second kill for him. He's done his job. Kiabi charging through connector. Unsuccessful though. 2 versus 3. Looking good for Mousesports. Bomb's just gone down as well.
Smoke on Glaive, so you can go for that smoke diffuse pressure situation. I'm not sure if there's a kit on the floor that's easily recoverable here for Astralis, but Stico and Sunny in decent positions. Sunny on the USP as well. It's that CZ though, the CZ on the pistol round often can be menacing, but Stico will handle that with class. But speaking of class, that's really what Rubino's all been about this tournament so far, and there it is, smoke defuse. He might just go for the hold. Let's see if he's going to go for the 10-second hold here. Oh, the mic's going to come out. Oh, no, please, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, my God, James.
Always good to focus on the positives. Zipex is going pretty deep on his own, just as Rops did on the other side. Almost a mirror image as the T's seem to be having more success once again. Kiabi smoking off main, that allows them a duel where they can't trade, although Chris J will force to trade anyway through the smoke. 3 on 3 as Dupree gets picked off. Rops is going nuclear on the A side. Rubino alone now, just as Oscar was in many a round. 1 versus 3.
Might be quite difficult if they do decide to challenge him in numbers, but they're not going to do so just yet. Glaive, can he win this 1v1? Yes, that's very, very crucial. No trade frag. They attempted it, Mousesports, but they won't get it. Credit to Astralis there, they found an edge.
How do Astralis continue to contain? Rubino is the last man carrying a smoke grenade at the moment. Everybody else just the odd flash here and there, which means that Mousesports will try to creep into the site. Not much for Astralis to defend with, apart from their own bodies and their own guns. So it is time to duel. Mousesports have smokes of their own. Will try to close off some of these channels, but Rubino's on the high ground, covering his teammate Glaive as well. That's a nice setup from them. Grenades will do more damage to the Astralis side. 40 seconds remain, 2 versus 3. Everybody on the A side. Zipex looking over the smoke, abusing that as he was towards B in the first half. How does the bomb go down? Stico trying to thin the numbers. We might see a push from Zipex as Rubino gets taken down elsewhere. Stico will trade. 1 more to find. Where is Dupree? That's the question. Collecting the bomb. He can rotate. He's got in just about enough time if that's what he chooses to do. Dupree moving towards the side. Spotted.
Situation though, it's hard to say if he'll do it or not, because when you go down a man, taking a risk like this, potentially going down before your teammates can do anything, before they can trade you, can be catastrophic. But he wins the 1v1, trades out by Zipex. Never expected that position, but a quick return frag from Mousesports to get the bomb down, and they've actually ended out quite well here. But Rubino in position. Oscar now. His time to shine. That is a stunning shot. And now he's got to do everything by himself.
Spotted on the low ground. Moves to the high. Rubino, is he holding the right angle? It seems he is. Rubino of the AWP showing his prowess. 3 kills for him, moving Astralis to double figures.
Chris J, a lot of pressure. Looking to go for that triple-pronged attack onto the A side. Chris has found his way forwards, but there's no one to trade out Dupree. This looks great for Astralis.
Will it continue that way? Rops now, scoped up. Can't land the shot. That's the bomb lost as well. That will allow the CTs to gravitate in that direction, but Sunny has no intention of losing this round once again, but there's a slow creep coming in. Will he look the right way at the right time? Yes, just about. That's a great shot from him, but even better from Glaive to trade for his teammate.
It was really smart. They played that really well. We don't have time to go into it in detail, but Mousesports looking to close down the game. Rops, explosive entry as Glaive down, and look how much space he's gained as well. Shooting at people's feet now, that is just bad manners, James.
Streaming all over the A site. Rops going Quake mode, shooting everything. Sipex alone now, 1 versus 4, although 3 of these players are significantly tagged. If he can use this smoke to his advantage or find something, anything. Oh, the team kill. Rops is being taken down by his partner in crime. And that makes things a little bit easier for Sipex, but only a little. It's still a bad situation, and it goes from bad to worse. Mousesports taking the first match 16-12 over Astralis.
I have to say that for me, this is, I mean, it's got to be the best map of the tournament from Mousesports, just because they're getting crushed, to begin with, and we saw that against